We're talking about infrastructure and the ICT side. You're somebody who's been in this industry for a long time. How do we rate?
We rate fantastic. I mean, from 2009 when we got in our first fiber optic cable,
yes,
to 2012 where we are expecting the fourth actually.
Yes.
So the international connectivity is fantastic. Local connectivity, we have 3 different, again, local fiber operators. We have various WiMAX and different types of wireless connections. We still have copper, which
yes,
works very well in some places. And over and above, we still also have some VSAT. So we're doing very well in terms of variety and in terms of being able to give customers different options for quality services.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're one of those operators in this country that's also has laid a lot of metro fiber cable, I believe, in trying to get that last mile connections. Yes. Do you believe that the connections you're trying to link up from the fiber from Mombasa is adequate?
Yes. With 4 cables,
yes,
Kenya has probably 25 to 30 times more capacity it will need in the next 10 to 20 years.
Really?
Yes. We have fantastic redundancy because it's 4 different cables. We
yes,
have fantastic capacity because each one of them can take quite a lot of gig.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So we're doing very well.
How about those last mile connections? Are you relying a lot more on the WiMAX? Is it the fiber now? And where are the trends heading?
Well, the trends are headed more towards fiber connections straight to the last mile, so to the
yes,
home, fiber to the office. But in several places, we're still going to have to use wireless. The battle is really on the last mile right now, or rather,
yes,
that's where the constraint is. And so the more quality companies that come up and put in last mile, the better the end user experience is going to be.
I see a lot of people digging up trenches in Nairobi right now, trying to lay all these fiber cables. Why can't all of you operators agree, okay, I'll do Nairobi, you do Mombasa, we'll do Kisumu, and then overall we can get everybody connected?
Because our market has been highly fragmented right from the beginning.
Yes.
It would have been a much easier way to roll out infrastructure if, for example, the government put together a private-public partnership,
yes,
which laid fiber all across the country. And then you have 1 or 2 other companies competing. It's not good to have one because when
yes,
you have a situation of a monopoly,
right,
then prices will become very sticky. So it's good to have competition. Now, the truth of the matter is in other countries, providers don't have to dig.
Yes.
Because the ducts have already been created by the city council or the town council or
right,
whoever, or the government.
These don't exist in Kenya.
These don't exist in Kenya. Or where they existed, they have been used for other services, other utilities.
Yes.
So that's why we're digging. But other than that, we will not have to dig. And we do not have to actually destroy anything whilst digging. I think there's a lot of moves in the industry from the point of view of telecommunication service providers,
yes,
to actually have a standard operating procedure in terms of digging up roads, in terms of digging up pavements, in terms of laying infrastructure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you still also have to deal with cable vandalism. My understanding of this, and admittedly it's very limited, is you cannot do anything with a fiber optic cable. You can't sell it, you can't do anything with it. So why would somebody want to destroy it?
Well, we still have a challenge over there, but people, yes, you can do nothing with a fiber optic cable
yes,
once you've cut it out.
Right.
However, you have to remember that some of the vandalism that we had in late last year and early this year was probably more of competitor issues as opposed to sabotage, exactly, as opposed to somebody thinking like us,
yes,
like copper, you could steal it and then sell it or you reuse it in something.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. The other thing I try to get from all of the people I speak to is why is it that we don't feel our last mile, the prices, my internet connection at home, I don't feel it has come down as dramatically as we had expected.
I like the use of the word feel.
Yes.
Because Larry, I'm sure it has. The fact is it has.
Yes.
Maybe 3 things. 1, the speed has definitely increased.
True. I will admit that.
2, the quality has definitely improved.
Yes.
3, the price could still be around where it's manageable. It's just that everybody or so many people are expecting 1 shilling internet prices for 1 gigabyte.
And why not? We're idealistic. We have all these fiber cables here.
Well, Larry, then how do I pay the salaries and how do we grow the economy and how do we move telecommunication to the next level?
Right. So you feel from an Access Kenya perspective and from an industry perspective, the prices are where they should be?
I feel that prices are very competitive. I
Yes.
feel that people are getting better quality, better speed, and better efficiency. And so the use of that internet is helping people lower costs in different areas, because ICT, that's what ICT, the utility of ICT does. I think as an industry, we're doing a great job, and I think we're going to continue
Yes.
to do a great job. Sustainability is a very important thing.
Right.
If we bring prices down to a point where we're not able to sustain it, then the industry crashes.
All right. In this new space where fiber is a new byword, is satellite becoming unnecessary, and maybe operators in that space might even close shop?
No, they won't close shop. There's still a lot of remote areas where there will not be fiber, not even in the next 10 to 15 years. Fiber is still satellite is still very necessary. And we're going to have a situation where satellite providers will synergize with fiber providers in order to provide last mile for remote locations and for some redundancy for critical organizations.
Okay, finally, let's finish off with Access Kenya. And you're mostly a corporate ISP. How's business doing?
Business is fantastic.
You know, that's a very open-ended question, so there's only one answer. Give me
No.
a bit more meat to work with.
It means in terms of the core business, in
Yes.
terms of the corporate space,
Right.
we are garnering a lot of market. We are not only holding market share, we're growing. And it also means that we've been able to do a lot in terms of solution selling.
Yes.
And we're growing also our IT division in terms of IT infrastructure and giving good services to clients in that space of things.
All right, Kris,
Yeah.
asante sana. Thank you
Brilliant.
for coming on.